doing really well. Today I want to be sharing with you 3 more instant manifestations that I manifested within 24 hours. Now, if you haven't seen the video that I previously did about my instant manifestations, check it out in the card up above. It was crazy, but this one is even crazier because the other video was like within 2 weeks or whatever. This literally happened within 24 hours, all of my manifestations, and it's like I keep getting more and more powerful, and it's crazy, and I just really want to share it with you. It's like so exciting. I love hearing success stories. If you have any instant success manifestation stories or any success manifestation stories, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. Before we get into the video, you are more than welcome to subscribe. On this channel, I talk all things self-development, so if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you here. So the first one being my laptop. So, okay, I brought my laptop to work because I was filming for Daily Mail TikTok and I had to go to a TikTok conference meeting. And so I brought my brand new 2002 MacBook Pro 16-inch that I literally bought this year in January, and okay. The only time that this happens and I bring my laptop, I literally put my Air One juice bottle in my bag and I went home. And the thing is about Air One bottles, if you guys don't know, is that once you're opening that orange lid, it's like you can't actually put it back on safely. I know 100% of the time I'm leaving my Air One bottle on my desk and I'm just drinking it at work. It's a nice glass bottle. It is lasting for a long time. I love the Air One logo. It makes me feel like a bougie, healthy girl. And so I love just having it on my desk. But I was going to the gym and I'm like, I don't have a bottle, and I totally forgot about this. Okay, so it leaked a little bit, right? Like, not like the whole thing, like a little bit. So I get home and my laptop is a little bit moist. So I open it and it is, to my surprise, not working. Literally, I am so upset. I'm about to start crying and I'm like, nope. I just started watching Sammy Ingram as well and I'm like, nope, I'm going to manifest the shit out of this laptop working. And so I'm like, oh my God, my laptop is working better than it's ever worked before. My laptop is so fast at opening up. Like literally the screen wasn't even opening. I would turn it on, I put it on charge, and I'm like, hopefully like after charging, maybe it's on low battery. No girl, it was not on low battery. And so overnight, I put it on charge and I put it kind of close to my AC, and I'm like, I can't wait to open my laptop tomorrow. I have so many things to do on my laptop and my laptop is working perfectly. It is literally the fastest, best working laptop. I woke up the next morning and it still was not working. And this is an important point to make, is to keep persisting and pretend like nothing is happening in the 3D. Pretend like, oh my God, everything is fine. The laptop is working. What are you talking about, Rita? Like, oh my God, I'm so happy that I'm using my laptop every single day and it's working perfectly fine. Like, it's brand new. What do you mean? And so I literally just stepped over it. I didn't even glance or think or react once. I just went about my day. I went to work. I come home. It's still not working. It's still not working. And by this time, I'm really getting kind of annoyed, but literally within like a few minutes, I'm like, no. Oh my God, I can't believe my laptop is working again. I'm so happy, everything is incredible. And so I do the same thing, I'm charging it. I start visualizing that I'm opening up my laptop the next morning and the screen is working and everything is perfectly fine. We are good to go. So I wake up the next morning, I open up my screen and it's bringing me onto the sign-on screen. And I'm just like, huh? I freaked out. I was like, I am so freaking powerful, and that really hyped me up. But it started asking me for my password and it wouldn't log me on. And I'm just like, is this a joke? So it was like a partial manifestation. And I was absolutely freaking out. Again, turns it around. I'm like, no, I'm not reacting to the 3D. The 3D is nothing. My laptop is working perfectly. It's so fast. I can sign on very quickly. And I just kept on persisting in that and I moved on about my day. I went to work again. A few days, every single morning, I kept trying to log into my computer with no success. So I got really fed up. I swear, every time I angrily manifest, things turn out so well in my favor and it manifests really quickly, because I really do believe that you need to have such a high intense emotion while you're manifesting and know that it is yours. Okay, so I've said in the past that like, oh, you don't need to be always excited like at the point of like you are about to explode and you know that your manifestation is here right now. Like sometimes you have a manifestation or you get success or you get a promotion and you're not that excited because you feel like you've already, you know, had the promotion for months because you've been manifesting it for months. And I've said this before, and while I do kind of agree with that, keeping that in mind and contrasting between doing that and manifesting and pretending like it's already there and I'm super excited, or I'm just manifesting in a very, very like intense emotion, that has always manifested much faster for me. So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm going to always, no matter if I'm literally just manifesting a cup of coffee, I'm going to manifest being at like the peak of euphoria. Like you have to literally manifest that you're at the peak of euphoria and that it is done. Like it's done and you don't need to feel the need to manifest anymore. That's when things start working out for you. So that's exactly what I did. After a couple of days, I'm like, no, this is like, you're done. Like I'm doing this, like I'm doing this properly. And so I felt like so excited, so happy, and also I was like really angry because I'm like, no, like this is my laptop, like she's gonna work. So I'm visualizing myself like chopping it away, like editing, doing everything like like typing away, editing, watching YouTube, having the best time of my life on my laptop and just being really, really happy and excited. And what do you know, the next morning I wake up and I can log in and I can use all the keys, keyboard's working fine, and then I just forget about it. I couldn't keep the manifestation, it's crazy. And I still don't really know why, because I was like, oh cool, like period, like it's done. The next morning I'm like, okay cool, like my laptop's working, that's cool. And then again, the screen opens up but I can't log on, and the same bullshit starts to happen every single day, to the point where I booked an appointment for Apple. Literally, I remember this day, and I'm like, okay, Saturday, there's an opening in Brooklyn. I'm gonna go and I'm going to see what all of this is about. I didn't end up going because I'm like, no, this is how much I truly believe in manifesting and your manifestation powers. And every day I would manifest, I'd keep persisting and nothing would be working. And I would start getting really like upset about it because I'm like, I want my laptop to work. But nevertheless, literally every time I would go to sleep, I would just visualize that my laptop is working, it's fine, and just go on about my day and enjoy my day. Nothing was working for a couple of days again, and so again I booked my appointment to go to Apple so they could fix my laptop, and I'm like flip-flopping all over the place, and then I'm like, no, hell no, I have my fucking laptop. My fucking laptop is working. It's always working. It always has been working, and it's going to work perfectly for me. It is brand new and it is performing to the best of its ability. It's as if Steve Jobs personally engineered this computer and gave it to me. Literally the next morning and every single morning after that, I was able to log in really quickly. And I remember this manifestation. I really went into the wish fulfilled, and I wasn't doing this non-stop, like affirming every single moment of the day my laptop is working. I really feel like the law of attraction thing of you can literally manifest once and go to like the peak of your emotions of feeling such utter bliss and such utter like happiness that you have this thing, to the point where you know that like it is done. It's done. You don't need to manifest anymore, but like you can manifest for fun. That's when I believe that the manifestation is gonna work. I love and I respect the law of assumption, and I fully wholeheartedly believe in it. Flipping your thoughts from negative to positive is super important, but I don't think that if you're manifesting 50% of the time, 24 hours a day, 24/7 all the time, and you're like, my laptop is working, but you're not fully feeling it and like you're not in this euphoric state, that's not as powerful as if you literally just do it once, like 17 seconds. Literally can be like the minimum time that you can manifest, but as long as you're in that wish fulfilled so much that you're literally so happy, so relieved, like whatever emotion that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're manifesting, that's when it works the most. And so when I manifested my laptop working, I just got, at the end, it was like the pinnacle, like I got so fed up, and it was like the strongest emotion that I've ever felt, and I was just like, it's done. I don't have to manifest anymore. I don't have to keep persisting. Tomorrow, I don't even need to manifest because my laptop is already working. And that's when I woke up the next morning and my laptop was working. And so this is another sub thing of the laptop manifestation, and this is like literally instant. So when I started to work, it was fine, and then all of a sudden I got like this really gross like blue looking line, like it was like fat, like I couldn't see like a quarter of my screen, like this fat blue line across my screen. It must have been the damage from the water, and that's something that like you can't just make it go away, right? I was so upset, and then I'm like, girl, you've manifested your laptop to literally go from not even turning on to fully functioning. And so what makes me believe that I can't? Oh my God, this is like inspiring me again. Like, I'm like, I am so powerful. I love this. Like, what makes you think that you can't do this? And so I did it once, and I did the exact same thing that I did the very last time I manifested my laptop working and it actually working. And so I got so happy. I was like, oh my God, my screen is fully fixed. It's so clear, it's so clean, it's so crisp, it's like 4K definition, and I just really felt it. I was like, like I never even have to buy a laptop again because this laptop is so good. And I just really felt as if I was there. I was in that reality where my laptop was working. And it was like, why, like, it's dumb to manifest. Like, why do you need to manifest if you already have this thing? Like, I'm not going to be manifesting a boyfriend if I already have a boyfriend, right? I only need to do it once, as long as my emotion is at its highest pinnacle and I feel like it is done. Like, it's done. I don't need to do anything else. As soon as you get to that heightened stage and point, like this euphoric feeling, that's when it works. And literally the next morning, my screen was completely clear, no blue line. That was the point where I was like, I feel like I just shot up a level in my manifestation. And before that, I was affirming like, I am a master at manifesting, I'm a master at manifesting. And that point, like literally feel like it manifested into reality that I am a master at manifesting. I felt like such a boss when I did that. So that was my first manifestation. Literally the blue screen thing happened within like less than 24 hours. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is insane, and it was way more high stakes than even a broken laptop. So number two, I was paying off my credit card from my checking account to American Express, right? And there was a certain amount of money. Let's just say that I put in $500, right, from my checking account to American Express. That wasn't the amount, but I'm just saying as an example, right? For some reason, it's as if it didn't process. Like, I'm not seeing it on my checking account, but I'm not seeing it on my American Express account. When I tell you that was the most like anxious I've been in a long time, like that was insane for me, and I was so like devastated and confused and shocked, and I let my emotions get the better of me. And when I first called American Express, it was not a good situation. It was like, what are you talking about? And then I called Capital One and they were like, what are you talking about? I completely forgot about it. I needed to like distract myself. So I was like, you know what? Like I know that I'm powerful, but like emotionally, like I just need to calm down right now. So I forgot about it. I went about my day, was watching TikToks, like just, I literally did everything that I knew right in that moment that I needed to do in order to calm down, in order to be happy, whatever. The next day, I'm like, I'm not having any of this. I am getting my fucking money right now, and it's going to work out. I'm gonna get the money that was meant to go into my American Express, and it just all of a sudden disappeared. Like, it didn't process on American Express, and it didn't process, like it went out of my checking account, but it didn't actually process in American Express. And Capital One is telling me, like my bank is telling me, like there's nothing we can do. American Express is saying there's nothing we could do. And there's just this $500, this amount of money that is not on either account, but like it's mine, right? So I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was so angry, like even the next day, I calmed down a lot, but all I was saying nonstop is everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my fucking way. And I was on the phone, and in my head, I was just like, everything is going my fucking way. And I had the intuition to call Capital One first. And so literally I was like, these representatives are going to be the kindest, are going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Everything is going my way, everything is going my way. And even as I was talking to them, my voice was crackling, like I was like crying, but I was in my head being like, everything is going my fucking way, everything is going my fucking way. It switched me, and all of a sudden I could communicate so clearly to them exactly what was happening, because before they were like, there's nothing we can do, like I don't really know what happened, we have to wait until it processes, and then once it processes, maybe there's something that we can do about it, but it was not showing on either statement. I got the nicest representative. He like everything that I affirmed for, like people understand me, I'm talking clearly and communicatively. Everything happened so well. So he was really understanding, he was so super patient, and he was very kind, and he listened to everything that I said, and he understood the situation fully. And he was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put an inquiry about this, and we're going to get this sorted for you. So how much was the amount, what happened, and he wrote everything up, and he put it in as an official inquiry to get my money back. And he was like, we're actually going to give you a credit. Sorry for the inconvenience. So I got an instant credit straight away. Literally, he's like, oh, in 48 days, business days, this is going to get resolved, and you're going to know whether it's going to be accepted or you're going to get that credit revoked from you. And I'm like, okay. And in my head, I was like, this is absolutely going to get resolved within a week. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to get my money back. Everything is working my way. Everything is going incredibly well for me. And I was like, okay, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Literally within a week, I get my money back, my $500 back. I was so relieved. So number 3 is a light and airy and fun one. That is manifesting free coffee, but it was like super quick. So if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like manifesting small instant stuff, because I'm like, well, I already know that I'm powerful and I want what I want. Like, I want my shit that I want. Like, that's what's important to me. Like, I don't really care about like the tiny little details, and it kind of just muddles, like, you can definitely like, but it just muddles up my big things that I want. And like, I'm like, I would rather just prioritize all of my energy into that. I was just in a silly, goofy mood, and I was like, I just want to see. I finished watching a Sammy Ingram video, and she was like, oh, you can manifest literally within like right now. Like, you can get your shit right now. And I don't know if it was her or someone else, but they were like, literally try doing this and manifesting coffee instantaneously, like, or within 24 hours or whatever. And I'm like, okay, bet, let's do this. So I was like, tomorrow morning I'm gonna get a free coffee. Like, period. I'm going to get a free coffee. I don't care about the circumstances. I don't care about anything. Right now I'm gonna get my free coffee. I woke up, on freaking God, I forgot about it when I woke up the next morning. I woke up super early, and I had like an early shift, and so I was like rushing to get ready. So I go to a specific cafe. It's called Bluestone Lane, and in the app, because my work is like really close to this cafe as well, and you can order through the app just like in Starbucks, I was like really quickly doing it, and I didn't even like see what I was doing. I was just like putting it in. But then when I was about to go pay, it said $0, and I'm like, what? And so I totally forgot about this thing. It's like, you earn points as you go, and as soon as I manifested that the next day, like, I had enough points to get a free coffee, and I was like, I could have literally gotten a free coffee the next day or the day before or whatever, but it was exactly when I manifested a free coffee. That's insane. I really like that. Like, I want to keep manifesting, like, in my head, being like, people spoil me, people worship the ground I walk on. Yeah, I love that. I love small little manifestations, but I just can't be bothered like putting my energy into like small little things. But I love hearing about those tiny little quick manifestations when they do happen. And so I really hope that this brought you inspiration, some hope. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I gave you some sort of value. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had this happen to you. What was the biggest or the smallest or the quickest manifestation that you have manifested? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.